Live from Hollywood, California. Okay, I'm lying. Live from Cincinnati, Ohio, I'm Laila Hameen. And I'm an actor, I'm just not famous. Hope you guys are having a good day. So, just giving you a little update. So I got a haircut. Yeah, my last video, I had really long hair. That wasn't mine, but I paid for it. But I recently got my real hair trimmed, like 2 days ago, just to get rid of some dead ends and fix some things going on and tried something new. So I'm back to kind of short right now, and my first time actually recording a vlog with my short hair. So not to say you won't see me with the long Rapunzel hair another day. Today just is not that day. Okay, I love embracing wigs, and I've never done sew-ins, but wigs are just so much easier when you really want something fun, fast, quick, non-permanent. Yeah, I love wigs, what can I say? But this is my short hair, and I dig it. So let's see, any updates? Still teaching my acting class for my kiddos at the elementary school I work at, and I started writing a blog. It's entitled Lessons in Being Laid Off. So it's available on my website, lailahameen.com, and it's also found in a newsletter that's found online. 2 Cents Media, a good friend of mine named Carrie Cox, has a newsletter that she puts out weekly, and she got a bunch of her friends together who are writers, and we each contribute articles. And I have an article. I have articles. They've got them. Oh my god. Anyway, I contribute articles to them, and it's fun. I love writing every week. It gives me something to do. It gives me the motivation to keep writing, which is what I needed. Yeah, so thanks, Carrie, for that. Let's see, anything else? I just submitted 2 audition videos today, and this is a record for me because I hadn't really been auditioning very much, especially for through my agency. I just hadn't had the time. Either I wasn't feeling good about myself, or I just wasn't feeling good at all, like with allergies, or I just didn't have time. So I actually submitted a commercial audition. Got my blue screen behind me and my ring light, and that's why I'm all dolled up a little bit today. And I had an audition for another project as well. So I submitted 2 different audition videos, which was nice, very nice, getting back out there. Like I said, I'm really not famous. I'm really not trying to be. Just love acting. It's something that I love to do. But I'm gonna tell a brief story, because I love telling stories, about how my mother thought I was ready for the School of Performing Arts when I was 12 years old. Are you ready? Alright, here we go. So, where I left off at my very first story time that I did, I was talking about how I discovered acting when I was 11 years old. I wanted to be the first Black Sandy in Grease. I got a role in a musical at my school. My teacher, Miss Kennedy, told me to continue with my acting and my drama, and I did. And my mother was very happy that I was performing and finding something that I love to do. Well, my mother had this grand idea to have me audition for the Performing Arts School of Cincinnati, because we were about to move from Maryland to Cincinnati, and my mother's like, well, she was in that one play, that means she's ready for the Performing Arts School. I wasn't ready. I wasn't, no. You know how Tiffany Haddish says she ready? Well, she wasn't ready. I was not ready, but it was good experience, and it taught me about auditioning. So I was about, I think I was 12. Yeah, I was 12 years old, and we visited Cincinnati, and I auditioned for the Performing Arts School, and it was nerve-wracking. I was not prepared as I thought I was. I didn't understand how to sing along with accompaniment with a piano player. I didn't know what to do with that. Dancing, I was not ready for the stretching. Wasn't ready for that either. I wanted to sing a song in Spanish, but they had me sing America the Beautiful, and I tried that too, and it was not right. Acting, I tried the acting portion. I thought I did okay, but I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I needed more training. I needed more time, and I was very fresh. And I was just coming out of not really speaking at all in front of people, and here I am auditioning for the Performing Arts School. And I'll never forget, I think my mother took me up to the school, and it's this big building. This is when it was at the big building downtown, the older original building. And it was this big, huge building, and intimidating. And I'm not from the city. I'm just this girl who discovered acting and wanted to try out for a school that does that. And I go in, and it's like all these kids and parents, and they're signing up and doing all this administrative stuff, or just signing up for auditioning, and I'm sitting there nervous, like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not not good enough, and my mother was like, oh, okay, she's gonna audition and she's gonna do a good job, and I just did not do a good job. I could have done better. But the lesson of that is just keep with training. It's fine to be very green because everybody starts off green, and it's okay. I'm glad I went on the audition because it taught me the experience of not feeling like I had it already figured out, because I didn't. And sometimes I still don't. But I needed that competition. I needed that motivation. I needed to feel like that feeling of, oh goodness, I need more time. I need more experience. I need a resume maybe. I don't know. Maybe one play wasn't enough. Yeah, but my mother had a really good time training me for it. She would have me do these little two-step dances, like maybe they're gonna have you do this. And it was just this simple, like, one foot over the other, skip and bop and skip and bop and skip and bop. And I'm like, oh, that's what they're gonna have me do. No, not at all. No. She tried. She really wanted me to pursue my dream, but it just wasn't meant to be at the time. But then I went to high school. My junior year, I decided enough is enough. I hate it here. I did not like high school. I was a very happy teenager, but I was struggling with depression on the inside. A lot of people didn't know that. So I hated the idea of being in high school. I dreaded going every single day. I would see the building when I would get off the bus in the morning and be like, this place is still here and I have to go here. And then I'd be, hi guys, how's it going? I'm Laila, I'm smiling. Yeah, but really I was just hating the whole thing. But I was like, I'm gonna go to the performing arts school, because at that point I got involved with Queensman Theater, which is the theater program at Purcell Marion High School. And so I discovered, like, man, I could really get into this. I would love to study acting more, and this is my favorite part of school. This is what's basically keeping me in school. And I auditioned again for the performing arts school as a junior. This time I prepared, though. I was ready. I went over my monologue. It was from the Diary of Anne Frank, and I'll never forget, there was the word chrysanthemums in it, and I had to keep practicing how to say chrysanthemums. And I went out there and I did my best. I wanted to be a writer, so I did the writing prompt, and then I did the theater audition. And my mother and I, we were all so excited that when it was time for me to go to the classroom to go and do the theater audition, we didn't pay attention and we just opened a door, and this guy is sitting there in the stereotypical director type, setup, and he's like, no one called you to come in yet, we're calling people in. And we're like, and I'm like, there goes my chance. There it went. Okay. But when it was my turn, I went out there, I got on the stage, and I did my monologue from the Diary of Anne Frank that I worked so hard on memorizing. I worked so hard. And I still didn't get in. And I thought, what in the world? I got the letter in the mail, and my sister was like, oh, well, they don't know talent, Laila. Forget them. They don't know talent. And I'm like, well, Carmen Electra went there, and she's talented. And 98 Degrees went there, and they're talented. Sarah Jessica Parker went there, and she's talented. Jeffrey Sams, I list all these people, and she's like, but still, they don't know you're talented. I'm like, okay. So I sat in the bathroom, and I was like, oh, man, I gotta go back to my high school. Like, okay, just keep auditioning for plays. Don't tell anybody you didn't get in, Laila, because it's kind of embarrassing. So once again, I'm glad I went on that audition, because I needed to understand growing and also paying attention to signs on doors that say do not enter, like things like little details like that, that could have been good for me. No, but really, I really appreciated going through that process, because I learned, like, okay, when you go on other auditions, there's going to be tons of people out there, and lots of really, really good people. And it's not always about, I have this drive, I have this ambition, but you gotta have the energy for it too. And you gotta be comfortable with rejection. That's a part of life. Change is inevitable, and rejection is something that most people will have to deal with in their life. And I learned early. I learned very early. And from that, I got an agent. My freshman year of high school, I signed with a talent agency. And I'll tell you that story like later. But with that agency, I went on tons of auditions, but I was 13 at the time, and I looked like I was 17 because I had developed so much physically. I had a womanly body, but my face looked 15-ish, but I was 13, and they didn't know really what to do with me, but I still went on auditions. And did I book a lot of things? No, not a one, but I went to the auditions, and I got the experience. So with this lesson, I say no matter what, be open to change. Be open to the possibility of rejection, but don't let it keep you down too long, because you will overcome it and you may create something even better. There's probably something much better out there for you. You just never know. Okay, so me and my curly hair that's kind of shaken. It's looking good today, I guess. I just want to send positive vibes to everybody out there. And do not give up on yourself and keep going no matter what. And the days are not always going to be easy. I can tell you that. But keep going because I'm rooting for you. And you're going to be rooting for yourself. All right. Have a good day. And check out anything new from Halo Arts. Check out my website, LailaHameen.com, for blogs and videos. And I'll be doing more acting videos too. And I'll eventually be getting into some interactive activities for kids for acting, because I love helping kids act. This is the funnest part. I don't want to make kids a celebrity. I want to make them star communicators with Halo Arts acting class experience. Hey! All right, well, I hope y'all have a great day and take care. Bye.
Hey, you have such a beautiful smile. Hey, yo, can I just tell you that you are just so beautiful?
Ugh, it just disgusts me. I mean, who the hell does this guy or that guy think he is to give me such compliments? I mean, what gives him the right? I don't do anything to give off any kind of interest whatsoever. I completely look the other way when I see eye contact happening. And they still come over thinking they're so suave, and it's simply repulsive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what does a girl have to do these days? I mean, maybe if I just vomited on myself, then the guy would walk the other way. But even then, I'd get, ooh, girl, the way you vomit on yourself is just